Welcome to the best way to play Minecraft 1.20.1. Mojang released a fantastic update, and this mod pack makes it even better. Better graphics, better structures, better oceans, better crafting, added physics, and so much more. I created this mod pack to be the ultimate Vanilla Plus mod pack. It focuses on enhancing the fantastic game that Minecraft is while staying true to its identity. It's called Genuine. There are versions of this mod pack for both Forge and Fabric. For versions 1.19.4 and 1.20.1, there are also client and server-side versions. Client-side versions let you connect to a vanilla server. Client and server-side versions require the server to be modded as well. Let's start with the mods that are available on every version of this mod pack. 3D skin layers adds 3D effects to your skin. Ambient sounds add some nice background sounds. Better third person makes it so that the camera doesn't always have to face the way the character is looking. Better F3 adds a more readable F3 menu. Better advancements improves the advancement screen. Camera utils lets you customize your third person camera any way you want, including creating an over-the-shoulder shot. Shoulder surfing is an alternative for Forge. Chat heads adds a little icon of the player's head next to their chat. Clean tooltips adds some nice color coding and a consistent order to your tooltips. Good enchantments are green, curses are red and are always at the bottom of the list, and max level enchantments are displayed in gold. Drip sounds add sounds to drip particles. Dynamic FPS reduces the FPS of Minecraft when it's in the background. FPS reducer is a Forge alternative. Enchantment descriptions tells you what an enchantment does in the tooltip of an enchanted book. Falling leaves add some nice particle effects to trees. GUI compass adds the direction you're facing and your coordinates to the top of your screen, and GUI clock adds the time to the top of the screen. Hold that chunk lets you ignore a public server's render distance and instead use your own. Farsight is a Forge alternative. Horse Stats Vanilla lets you see how good your horse is in your inventory. Horse Statistics is a Forge alternative. Inf Move lets you move around while your inventory is open. Leave My Bars Alone leaves your food and experience bars on screen when you're riding a horse. Legendary Tooltips adds a cool outline to rare items. Let Sleeping Dogs Lie lets dogs lie down while they're idle. Make Bubbles Pop adds a popping animation to bubbles. Mouse Tweaks lets you pick up items of the same type by holding down left click. Handle lets you hold down right click to continue placing down items as many times as you mouse over a slot. No Chat Report stops chat reporting when possible. Not Enough Animations has a whole lot of new animations to third person. Physics Mod Pro, which is now free, offers a ton of awesome features. One of the coolest and newest features is Ocean Physics, which adds waves depending on how far away from shore you are. Things on the surface even bob up and down and tilt with the waves. There's also water ripples that dynamically appear whenever something falls into the water. Blocks like kelp and tall grass actually react to entities that move around them. Thrown items like snowballs and eggs have physics. And doors and trapdoors not only have this awesome new animation, but you can physically interact with it. Fire now creates smoke particles that actually wrap around objects and go up into the air. Cloth physics are another awesome addition. There's a new particle weather system. Cloth, tall grass, and smoke all react to the wind, and the sea gets more stormy too. This mod also includes ragdoll mobs, but that doesn't really work with fresh animations right now. It also includes dynamic snow, which you can leave a trail in, but I was having some issues getting it to work with complementary. Slot Cycler lets you see what's in the column above your inventory, and swap to it by holding Alt and scrolling. Shuffle lets you press a hotkey to place random blocks from your hotbar. Stylish Effects tells you how much longer you have left for a status effect. Traveler's Titles displays a title whenever you enter a new biome. Visuality adds some cool new visual effects. Wavy Capes gives capes a waving animation. What's That Slot lets you hold Alt to see what a slot is for. YDM's Weapon Master lets you see the weapons and tools that you have in your inventory on your character. Next, let's look at the mods that are available on every server-side version. Amplified Nether increases the world height of the Nether to 256 blocks to create stunning landscapes without changing any of the vanilla biomes. Apple Skin visually tells you how much health and hunger your food will restore. Axes or weapons makes it so that axes don't lose more durability compared to swords when you're fighting. You can also add looting to them. Carry On lets you shift right click to pick up a chest and move it without having to lose everything that's inside of it. The Comforts mod gives you a hammock that you can use to sleep through the day and a sleeping bag that you can use to sleep without resetting your spawn point. Customizable Elytra lets you add a banner pattern to an Elytra. Cycle Paintings lets you cycle through your paintings by right-clicking on a painting with another painting. Diagonal Fences lets you connect fences diagonally. Double Doors makes it so that doors and trapdoors open together. Dramatic Doors adds different sizes of doors. Dusk makes it so the more mobs spawn the later the night gets. Easy Anvils lets items stay on anvils while you're working on them, and makes renaming free. Easy Magic lets items stay on the enchanting table while you're working on them, and gives you this reroll button to let you reroll at the cost of some XP. Easy Shulker Boxes lets you right click to put something into a Shulker box, gives you a tooltip to see all the items in the Shulker box, and lets you scroll between them to choose what to take out. Elytra Slot gives you an extra slot for your Elytra so you can wear armor and your Elytra at the same time. Emote Craft gives you some cool emotes. The End Remastered mod gives you a bunch of unique eyes you need to find, so you need to travel to all the cool places in the game to get to the end. Fabrication and Forgery adds a whole bunch of features, but some of the main ones are that you can hold C to crawl, you can take a saddle off of a pig or a strider, you can break slabs individually, and repair anvils with an iron block. Furnace Recycle lets you get some metal back after you smelt a metal item. Geophilic adds a bunch of nice and subtle additions to Minecraft biome generation, including fallen logs, and trees that generate a little taller so you don't hit your head so often. Gilded Armor lets you upgrade netherite armor with gold so that piglins don't get angry at you in the nether. In 1.20, a new smithing template is added to create this gilded armor. You can also apply other smithing templates on top. Leaves Be Gone makes all the leaves on a tree disappear as soon as the wood is gone. Nether Portal spreads nether blocks into the overworld from your nether portal. Nullscape adds new but vanilla friendly terrain and biomes to the end. Rare Ice lets you find loot frozen in ice. In Regrowth, villagers improve their villages. They will set down torches in dark areas and build walls over time. Replanting crops lets you right-click to both harvest your crops and replant new seeds. Sit lets you right-click to sit on stairs. Simple Voice Chat adds a proximity voice chat. Snow Real Magic lets you crouch and right-click to make a snowball, makes snowfall create snow layers, and reduces fall damage when falling on snow. Universal Bone Meal makes bone meal work on cactus and more. Vanilla Tweaks lets you crouch and right-click to swap items with your armor stand. It allows fallen seeds and saplings to plant themselves, lets you get string from wool, remove name tags with shears. You can also use Silk Touch to mine a mob spawner. Visual Workbench lets your items stay on your workbench and lets you see what you're working on. Young's Better Structure mods completely redesign almost all of vanilla Minecraft structures while keeping a vanilla feel. Here are some mods that are only available on Fabric, client-side first. Borderless Mining makes full-screen borderless. Cull-less Leaves lets the game render the right amount of leaf blocks so it looks good but also runs well. Disable Custom Worlds Advice removes the pop-up when you try to start a modded world. Eating Animations gives you an awesome animation when you eat or drink something. More Chat History lets you save more of your chats and lets you scroll up and down to see them. Mouse Wheelie lets you middle click to sort your inventory. If you have an extra stack of an item in your inventory, and you run out of that item in the slot you're using, then it will automatically refill that slot. Sound Physics makes sound more realistic, including adding echoes to caves. And now server-side. Connectable Chains lets you connect chains between fence posts. Easier Villager Trading lets you trade with villagers by just clicking or shift-clicking to do all the trades that you can do. Enchanted Vertical Slabs lets you craft vertical slabs. Interactic lets you throw items onto the ground, right-click to pick them up, and hold Q to throw them farther. Mobs Attempt Parkour makes it so the mobs can jump when they're trying to reach you. Wandering Collector lets wandering traders trade back to you items that you've previously lost. And here are some mods that are only available on Forge. Client-side first. Ambient Environment adds subtle color noise to different biomes. Client Tweaks prevents accidental torch placement and lets you look up to go up a ladder. And now server-side. Bedspreads lets you put a banner on a bed. Customized Dungeon Loot adds cool names and enchantments to different loot. Backpacked adds a backpack. You can press B to open it and store items inside. Domestication Innovation makes it so that you can tame foxes, axolotls, rabbits, and frogs. It also adds a pet bed. It also adds an option for your pets to wander. Jumpy Boats lets you jump in boats. Mounted Pearl lets you take your horse with you when you throw an ender pearl. Multi-mine makes it so the blocks can be mined part way and then returned to later. Snow Under Trees lets snow generate underneath trees. Tinted Campfires lets you add dye to campfires to change their color. Here are some mods that are only available on the 1.19.4 version. Adaptive Tooltips prevents tooltips from going off screen. Easy Feed and Breed lets animals eat food that's thrown on the ground. Smooth Swapping adds a smooth animation when you're moving items. Aquatic Torches adds torches that you can create from glow squids and then place underwater. And here are some mods that are only available on the 1.20.1 version. More banner features lets you wear a banner as a cape. Visual Overhaul lets you see your record spinning on top of a jukebox and lets you see what's inside of your furnace. Diagonal Windows lets you connect windows diagonally. Nif Spiders make spiders much more scary by allowing them to crawl on the sides of things. River Redux decreases the amount of times that rivers are cut off, which makes exploring them more fun. Finally, let's look at resource packs and shaders. Complementary is a fantastic shader, and I was going to include Complementary Reimagined and Complementary, but then they were combined into Complementary Unbound. Most of the video was made with the resource pack Vanilla Stylized, but Complementary Unbound adds such a good integrated PBR pack that I didn't feel the need to add a resource pack. The integrated PBR pack adds textures to everything, like making iron shiny. Even your sword is shiny. With Complementary Unbound, Complementary Reimagined is just one of the styles, and you can still have all the same options as you would have in usual Complementary. My high recommendations for Complementary and Complementary Reimagined just got even better. Here's the Reimagined style, which I have turned on by default in my mod pack, and here's the Unbound style. Fresh Animations adds all sorts of awesome animations for Minecraft mobs that make them seem so much more alive. Entity model features and entity texture features allow this resource pack to work on fabric, and entity culling makes it much more efficient. Animatica adds blinking too. This mod pack also includes the brand new update to Sodium, which greatly improves performance, as well as Lithium, Indium, and Starlight. Iris allows you to add shaders. The Forge version includes Optifine. You can download this pack from AT Launcher, or any launcher that allows you to download from Modrinth. Make sure to check the patch notes for some mods to download manually for an even better experience. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.